many of you have tens of thousands, some of you even millions of dollars sitting in your business of untapped revenue potential? Now the whole game has changed. You actually don't need a sales team to acquire customers at all. But where you absolutely want to have support is on having an inside sales team. Their job is turning your current customers into referral sources. The fastest path to cash is going to be acquiring customers with a trust builder, upselling them into other mid and high ticket offerings in your ecosystem. You don't need a big fancy outside sales team, and make sure that your people, your metrics, and your internal systems are a match for mining the gold that already exists inside your business. Today on the Kelly Roach Show, we're going to talk about mining the gold that already exists in your business. And I have to bring us back around to this conversation because the more that I talk to all of you out there in the market every single day, the more that I realize that so many of you have tens of thousands, some of you even millions of dollars sitting in your business of untapped revenue potential. What do I mean? Well, first of all, let's take a step back before we take a step forward. When you look at the offline world of businesses that exist in just the general public, maybe the corporations that you used to work for before you became an entrepreneur. Certainly for me, I worked for a Fortune 500 before I became an entrepreneur. They have inside sales teams and they have outside sales teams. Okay? An inside sales team is focused almost exclusively on expanding market share in existing customers. They are focused on mining the gold in the relationships that already exist. Now, obviously, an inside sales team can look completely different in a variety of different businesses. So it might be that an inside sales team is going to focus on market share expansion, which in our world we would call upsells, right? They might focus on reactivations. They might focus on referral generation and renewals of current customers. Whereas the outside sales team is focused exclusively on acquiring new customers. Now, what I have discovered spending over 10 years in the online space, helping entrepreneurs to build 7- and 8-figure companies, creating my own 8-figure company, building a portfolio of 6 companies, is that the vast majority of entrepreneurs still spend almost all of their time, energy, focus, and money exclusively on acquiring new customers. Now, we know that acquiring a new customer is basically the most expensive thing that you do in your business, right? And now the whole game has changed because with a trust building offer, you actually don't need a sales team to acquire customers at all. You can use your email list, your text message list, live streams, master classes, and advertising to acquire new customers. It's you on camera selling your trust builder. It's you posting, doing stories, navigating social media. So that whole focus of an outside sales team has almost become redundant with this new model. But where you absolutely want to have support is on having an inside sales team. This is why I keep saying it's so important in this moment to really recognize how much adaptation is needed in your business to capitalize on the opportunity at hand. So in the new era of business with trust building offers, we don't need really any staff to acquire new customers. We're acquiring new customers with our trust building offer. But then behind that, we absolutely want to have an inside sales team. And what is beautiful and amazing about an inside sales team is that they are not the same profile as a traditional outside salesperson. In fact, the most ideal people for your inside sales team are going to be the people that are already serving your customers, that are already working in multiple capacities in your business. And it also doesn't require a full-time focus to do this. But I believe that for all of you, if you are following the trend of how business is evolving online, and if you're following the recommendations that I've been making as far as what we're seeing really grow quickly right now, you don't need any staff on the outside sales team, but you absolutely want to have staff on the inside sales team. And now you need to think about, what does your inside sales team do? Okay. So for many years, I have talked to you and I wrote an entire book, Bigger Than You. I'm going to put the link to the audiobook down below this episode. For many years, I have been talking to you about how it is so mission critical that every role in your company is monetized, because the purpose of hiring employees is for a business to be more productive and more profitable. Those are the 2 P's of hiring in your business. And so in order to do that, you need to make sure there's a profitability plan for each person in the business. We've also talked for many years about how your outside sales team is focused on acquiring new customers, and your service delivery team is focused on what we call the 4 R's: results, renewals, referrals, reactivations, and we add in a U for good measure, which is upsells. Okay? They are your inside sales team. Your service delivery team is your inside sales team. Now, if you have a great salesperson on your team and you're adapting your business model into this new framework and you say, wow, I don't need someone sitting and doing consults all day. I don't need someone that is, doing all this heavy lifting concierging in my business anymore, because I'm basically going to be driving traffic to master classes and launching and selling right on the spot for my trust builder. Then maybe you take someone who was previously an outside sales rep and you make them an inside sales rep in your business. Now, why am I recording this episode today? Because for most of you, the fastest path to cash is going to be acquiring customers with the trust builder and then putting your energy, your focus, and your manpower on upselling them into other mid and high ticket offerings in your ecosystem. And what's beautiful about this is, because you are establishing trust, rapport, and creating results in your trust building offer, almost anyone in the business, if they like people and if they care about your customers, can help you build your upsell machine. Building your upsell machine should be one of your top priorities and focus areas with your team right now. And it's going to be the thing that drives your mid-ticket and high-ticket sales in the foreseeable future with the market of today. So when you think about your inside sales team, their job, just like an inside sales team as a major corporation or a billion-dollar company is focused on expanding market share, your inside sales team is focused on the same thing. Their job is turning your current customers into referral sources, upselling people from your trust building offer into your mid and high ticket, renewing your current customers to stay longer and to spend more with you, and upselling them, concierging them through your ecosystem. Okay? So I want you to really think about, do you currently have an upsell system in your business? For every single person that comes into your world, is there a contact owner? Is there a plan? Do you know what their wants and needs are? Are you actively moving them forward towards a specific outcome or goal? Not just a result in the program, but towards their vision, towards their next steps. Do you even know what their vision is? Right? So I want you to really think about, how do you put a system in place that moves people fluidly through your ecosystem, all while getting superior results, having fun, and really building, deepening, and strengthening the relationship with your company. Okay? So this is about taking a customer that on the front end of the business coming into your trust builder might be worth $500 or $1,000 or $1,500, and turning that $1,000 customer into a $50,000 customer. And then taking that $50,000 customer and multiplying it by making them a referral partner. There is endless opportunity and endless potential to grow your business if you treat every customer from the standpoint of, one, we're trying to build lifetime value, and two, our job is to keep reconverting them over and over again into whatever next step is best for them. And we have people, for example, in our Trust Builder, the virtual business school, we have a category of people that we know our goal is to retain in place. Our goal is to help them win and get results in the virtual business school, retain in place, become a customer for life, grow as much as they can there, and ultimately refer others to do the same. We have other people that we know are going to be concierge into our mid-ticket programs at the $5,000 level. We have others that will move to the $30,000 level. And then still others that we already know are a perfect fit for our Legacy Leaders Mastermind. So what I want you to take out of this conversation is that you want to make sure you're reevaluating your sales system, and that your sales system and the focus of your sales system actually matches the market of today and the dynamics of how you're going to acquire customers and how you're going to fully monetize them. So not only is this about where do you align your money in terms of your investment in staff, because you're going to get a bigger return upselling on the back end than you are going cold on the front end, number one. Number two, it's about making sure that your metrics shift from external to internal as well. If, in fact, you are using a trust building offer to acquire customers, then that means that your sales metrics are moving to the back end of the business, meaning your team is booking calls with your own customers to move them to next steps. So this is super exciting for a lot of reasons. Number one, it's way more efficient. Number two, it's less expensive. Number three, it's more profitable. Number four, it really opens up who can do this role for you and what that can look like in your business, because almost anyone that cares deeply about your customers, is organized, and can speak clearly can help your customers to take that next step in your ecosystem. So I want you to know, sitting here today, that you don't need a big fancy outside sales team in order to scale your business online in the market of today. Chances are you probably need less people than ever in order to do it, but you need to update and adapt your strategy to match the new era of business and make sure that your people, your metrics, and your internal systems are a match for mining the gold that already exists inside your business. Now, I never want to leave you hanging, so of course I have a guide to building your upsell machine. If you're listening to this episode and you would love to be able to make multiple 6 or even 7 figures in your business by following a step-by-step upsell process where it becomes systematic and predictable and consistent, moving people from your trust builder to your mid-ticket to your high ticket and beyond, scroll on down below this episode and click to get the guide, because I want to make sure I support you and give you the exact steps that we already tested, refined, and know are working to make this happen. Thank you so much for listening to The Kelly Roach Show. And as always, I want to remind you, sharing is caring. So if you know another business owner that could benefit from listening to this show, take this episode, forward it on along, and make a difference in someone's life today. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you back here soon.